This is it, Chapter 11, the end of the course. As you've studied these last 7 weeks, you know that there is a lot of social inequality and social stratification in the United States. If we compare ourselves to other westernized democracies, we, hands down, have more social stratification and social inequality than they do. And I'm comparing us only to those countries that are similar to us. It's apples to oranges if we compare ourselves to autocratic nations. Well, then of course they have more. But in a society where there is, at least in theory, the opportunity to achieve social mobility, it is becoming more and more difficult for people to do that, particularly for people from the poor and working classes. And so this chapter focuses primarily on 2 areas where, if we focus our efforts, we might actually be able to reduce some of the social inequality and social stratification in the US. One is economy, the other is education. First, education. As you learned in the chapter, and many of you already knew, there are a lot of inequalities when it comes to education. In the United States, education is considered a right. Every child is allowed to go to school, documented, undocumented, Black, brown, etc. The problem is that equal access does not equal quality education. So yes, everyone gets to go to school, but not everyone has access to a quality education. And so you'll look at some of the ways that we might be able to even the playing field when it comes to kids from lower social classes. And one area of focus is charter schools. And charter schools have had a lot of success. But of course, there are criticisms as well, and you will study those. When it comes to the economy, we know that for people who are struggling in the US, this country largely relies on nonprofit organizations to provide homeless shelters, to provide soup kitchens or food pantries, etc. We really need to change our thinking so that we begin to do what many of the European countries do, and that is to institutionalize the idea that we're all better off if even those at the lower rungs of society are better off. We don't allocate funds to do that currently. We certainly could stop spending on, say, on the military as much as we do. We could maybe tax the wealthy more. There are lots of ideas out there. So in this chapter, this last chapter, I hope that you also consider your own place in how to support these types of changes, and maybe even work for an organization that is focused on these types of changes.